Namaskara, Shubhodaya. I warmly welcome our today's resource person, Sri Sidhu Yapalparvi, and our participants for the last day of session 1. So now I request my colleague in the mechanical engineering department, Mr. Ambadas, to give a brief profile about Sri Sidhu Yapalparvi.
Hello.
Good morning, all. I am Umbadas, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering. It's a great pleasure for me to introduce our today's resource person, Sidhu Yaplaparvi. Sidhu Yaplaparvi, born on 12th April 1965. He is well-known Kannada writer and life skill trainer, life guru. He has been teaching English since 3 decades in various levels. Right now, he is working as a principal in KVS RPU College, Timmapur of Gadag district. His some of popular works are Nelada Mareya Nidhana. This is Kannada poetry collection. Yattana Mamara Yattana Kogile. It's based on England travelogue. Vandu Birugaliya Kate. It is a translation of English novel that is Losing My Religion. Pisumatugala Jugala. This is a poetry jugal with noted poet Kaveshri Mahagaonkar. Asangata Baragalu, collection of essays. Don't Be Happy, articles on life skill experience. Sir worked as human resource trainer on the concept of joyful living in personal and professional life. He has been training to various government and private sector employees and conducted more than 2,000 workshops. Sir has met lakhs of beneficiaries in the globe. Sir traveled United Kingdom, visited historical places of William Shakespeare, William Wordsworth, and others. And same experience is narrated in his travelogue. Sir served as member of governing council at Hampi Kannada University for the period of 3 years from 1999 to 2002. National awards. He is a recipient of National Award from Human Resource Department as a best trainer during census program in 2001. YouTube videos. Videos are uploaded in Namma Kannada digital media on the episodes of Life Gurus. A resource person traveling regular to teach lecturer literature, language, and life skills. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. We are hearing.
Shambhalingappa sir.
Sir, please go ahead. Sir, go ahead, sir. You can commence your session. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I'm not listening to you.
Sir, you don't listen to me, so you go ahead, sir.
I'm not listening to you. Can I go ahead?
Sir, we
Go
are
ahead,
hearing.
sir.
Sir, we are hearing.
Okay. Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
Good morning. We are
Good
all
morning.
in fresh mood. I thank AICT and Dr. Shambhalingappa and his team for providing me such wonderful morning to share my ideas on awakening of subconscious mind. which is very, very important in everybody's life. I too never had this experience of the power of subconscious mind. First, when I read the Murphy's book on the power of subconscious mind, previously all our monks, saints, whom we call as hermit souls, have awakened and strengthened this subconscious mind. Then the question comes, psychologically or generally, what is the meaning of subconscious mind? My dear pals, friends, souls, I request you, don't bother about the slides, points which you wish to note down in your notepad. Rather than you try to enhance your sense of listening very strong, because these just points are points, bullet points are bullet points, slides are slides, but it doesn't give any transformation impact on our mindset. That's the reason today I request all the participants to be very attentive. There is a thing of hearing, listening. So one of the strong senses among five senses is listening. If you are a good listener, you will be the best communicator in the world. So now, what is this subconscious mind? Because I have here to share 9 slides with you, which are not so relevant to the topic. And I emphasize and request all of you to be here very attentive listening and how it helps. And Shambhalingappa informed me that I should not only tell the importance of awakening the subconscious mind, at the same time I should explain how to practice it. It's rather practicing session also. So the conscious mind is in your hand. It is in your control. It is called as a reasoning mind, rational mind. It has many logics, questions in your mind. But subconscious mind is like a fertile land, fertile soil, which is waiting to find some valuable seeds. It doesn't react. It won't say you anything. But subconscious mind is studied by various monks, souls, and psychiatrists and psychologists. That is the reason how hypnotism is practiced in the psychological world. The one who wants to hypnotize us is not talking to us directly. He is talking to our soul. He is addressing our soul. In the spiritual language, people call soul means that soul is subconscious mind. One thing before we go to all into deep, why it is necessary for each individual to respect 2 things in the life. One is body, another is your subconscious mind, whom you should be very thankful to for this giving a nice opportunity of using our body and mind or soul. You know, generally we say we should thank to God for giving me this body, or to the parents. And first time in 12th century, Basavana explains, Dehave Devalaya. We believe that temples to be adored and respected. But there is no use if you are going to temple without caring the value and cleanness of your body. Your body is like a temple. In this temple, we have very prominent god is that is the soul. We forget ourselves and move here and there various temples to find God, trying to find a God. So, you should start your morning always positively, and you have to end your day with giving some suggestions, strong positive suggestions to your mind. So, whenever you sleep, very important thing that you know biologically, our heart functions, lungs are functioning, mind is also functioning, all the neurotic systems are also functioning. Sometimes we are tired, it's okay. If your heart is tired, finished. If lung gets boredom and stops its breathing, we are finished. So we have to understand the importance of three things here: body, mind, and importance of breath or breathing. All our monks, namaz of Islam, prayer of Christians, meditation of Vedanta, all are equal. They are all teaching the similar things. The basic purpose of all these philosophical aspects to know your breathing and to watch your breathing. And you feel what is there in the greatest thing is there in this meditation? Actually, meditation is not a difficult task. In my previous session, I told you there are three kinds of souls in this world. First kind of soul is hermit soul. These hermit souls are staying in Himalayas, and they stay in Himalayas and study and pray for the whole universe by sacrificing their life. Some of my friends are requesting to me to increase the audio volume. Is it okay now? Is it okay? So they are called as hermit souls. And some people say that what is the use of these hermit souls? They stay in the Himalaya, and what they achieve in their life? They spend their 100 years, 200 years, 300 years. Sometimes I am told, whether we have to believe it or not, Maha Avatar Yogi Baba is living since 2000 years. See, I told you, don't be very logical while listening about spiritualism. Spiritualism is like a graphical film, like Bahubali. You should not ask any questions in Bahubali. Hero jumps here and there and jumps here and there. He lifts a huge linga. See, nothing should be asked. Spiritualism is also such kind of field where you should not ask any logical questions. Spiritualism is the word where it is beyond your sense of logic. You cannot ask because it is such a wonderful thing. All our modern psychologists from America, in this regard, you are all highly qualified, highly educated. You have your own concept in your mind. Which country is role model to us? Which nation is role model to us? According to me, Europe, people of Europe are very artistic, lavish, intelligent, rich in their culture and heritage. There is no need to struggle in their life. But always we have to take three nations as a role model. First and foremost is Japan, second is America, then again in the Europe, one of the small nations, that is Germany. Here, even in the modern times, China is also giving competition with this world. Why I am telling means, these small recent nations, I can say, history of 300 to 400 years, they have all struggled to be existence. Existence was very important. All great Nobel laureates hail from Germany. Reason is genetically they are very innovative and strong. Even Mr. Murphy, when he wanted to understand a lot of things in his life, he came to Himalaya and spent a lot of time with Himalayan monks, very mysterious Himalayan monks. I was preferring very rational thoughts in my life. I did not believe in the existence of God because I don't say I'm wrong. I was not taught properly. The difference between religion and spiritualism. We are in a lot of confusion that what is this religion, what is this spiritualism. Spiritualism means if you are a Hindu, Muslim, Christian is not a matter, but the internal prayer is very important in the life. That prayer is called as spiritualism. Namaz is spiritualism. Prayer is spiritualism. Meditation is spiritualism, not the religion. Every religion teaches you to be very important in the life, that you should be a practitioner of meditation. And then how it should be shared, I come to my point that why America? America believes everything and tries to find out the truth in that, then they accept it as a scientific way. They showed lot of interest in Buddhism monks, and the study of art of living, that is Vipassana. The purpose of all Vipassana, wonderful monks in the Himalaya are telling the same thing. Very recently in 2013, I read a book called The Himalayan Monk Sri M. Very interesting thing is that you should be very, if you are educated means you should not be educated. You should be more literate. What is that? Religion, spiritualism has no bondage of religion. For example, I am talking about one of the monks whom I experienced with, Sri M. Sri M is a mysterious name that is called as Sri Mumtaz Ali Khan. Mumtaz Ali Khan is from Kerala, and though he is a Muslim, he went to Himalayas at the age of 19 and met his own monk called his guru, Madhukeshwara Baba, and who helped him to transform him as a greatest spiritual scholar. Now the point comes, he is expert in Gita, he is expert in Vedanta. You might watch in YouTube Sri M Foundation. That why I am telling means he is beyond religion, born as a Muslim, but studied a Vedanta and realizes his book. He has written in his autobiography, he has narrated so many interesting things. When I read that book in 2013, I really wondered. Personally, I went and met him, shared some of my experiences with him. Then I realized there is a power, there is a supreme unseen power is there, where we all so-called educated people neglect. Though Sri M, he is having his post-graduation in English literature, worked as a journalist, and now he is full-time working as a remarkable spiritual soul. So we have to understand Ravi Shankar Guruji's Art of Living, Ramdev Baba's Kapalbhati's Yoga Meditation, then all Maharshis, then this Om Shanti institutions all over world, all are doing the same thing. They are telling you about the importance of meditation. But I request all of you, see from today onwards, this total 5 days package should help you to convert yourself, transform yourself, how you would be more effective and very ideal in your life. You should have strong faith in some unseen force in the life. I don't tell you much. With my personal experience, I tell you, you should have strong faith in one unseen soul of you. Whatever the form it might be, Allah, Jesus, Ram, Rahim, whomsoever it might be, Ganesha, whatever it might be. There should be something there in your mind, and that should be your first initiation to start transforming ourselves. One thing I tell you very strongly why it should be. I'll narrate you a story. A man has got strong faith in God, and he wanted to know every day. He wanted to, even we are very mischievous. We are testing gods also. We are testing masters also. So he used to walk on the bank of ocean, sea every day, and he was watching his footsteps and God's footsteps every day. And he was feeling very comfortable. Oh, God is with me. He has accepted my trust and he walks with me. He always walks with me. Then one day, this disciple was very upset due to some unavoidable circumstances. He was very, very unhappy. He saw only 2 footsteps and did not see God's footstep. He was very upset. Oh, this God is also very partial. He accompanies with me whenever I am happy, whenever I am comfortable. Now, he left me alone. He isolated me. He neglected me. He started crying. He started crying and praying the God. Then, appearance of God is like a miraculous story. It's a communication between you and your consciousness, you and your soul. Whenever you ask some important questions to God, He will reply not by being His presence, showing His presence. He gives an answer to you. Ask yourself, know yourself, die yourself is the strength of your life. Today's topic is very serious, but it's very, very interesting and trustworthy, I can say. Because I have spent my 20 years journey with this experiment, experimenting myself on this awakening of subconscious mind. Then God appeared and told him, yeah, you are watching there only 2 steps. They are my steps, not yours. Then this man asked, no, how is it possible? I am also walking. If you are also walking with me, your steps should be appeared there. No, God told, when you are happy, I allow you to walk. When you are very unhappy and comfortable, I will keep you on my shoulder and carry you. Your legs are here. How can you find footsteps on the seashore? Impossible. They are my footsteps. Then man felt wonder. This is the power of faith. You have to trust. You have to trust something. You should have strong faith, something in the life. Once you have that strong faith, definitely God will protect you, or your faith will protect you such unexpected, surprising, shocking situation. There is a statement in Kannada, Sankata Bandaga Venkataramana. You remember God whenever in the trouble, but don't do that. Thank God every moment. Pray Him every moment. See, this body and our all inner organs work with us for 24 hours. We are not willing to spend at least a few times, sometimes with this body and inner organs of the body. So that's what first condition, first and foremost, I request all of you to practice what? You prefer some good time with you. Early morning. If you are good at your confidence, make it 5 to 7. If not possible, 6 to 8. Now I am telling the practical part. You watch very seriously while walking in total silence. What we do usually, generally, walking means we walk, go with friends or go with cell phone, and we consider it as a precious time to speak with beloved ones. You go on talking with our beloved ones in the phone by finding it as a privacy to speak or share something. No, technically it's very wrong. Even I am also doing that blunder many times. While walking, you should be very, very silent. Should not listen anything. You should not talk to your friends on various topics, politics, bloody thing, increments, promotions, degrees, prestige, no nothing. Because you should respect, you should thank your body. That is the time to thank your body. In a silence walk, you have to watch how your body increases its strength. That is called as inner journey. You are just walking mechanically, but you should see how your footsteps walk. I am lucky I have good legs to walk. I am lucky I have got good system to walk. And watch it very seriously. And how the inner organs work, especially three parts: heart, lungs, and brain. Then the blood circulation through nervous system. Because you should not be a doctor for this. You should not be a scientist for that. To respect and to watch your body, at least 50 to 60 minutes, you do continuous walking. While walking, you should watch your strength you will reveal. And I don't say that don't stop any of your thoughts. You flow, allow your thoughts to flow. But while walking, the basic thing is to know that what is your inner actual strength. And you will realize what's your problem, what's your physical problem in the day-to-day life. Then second, whenever you sit silently, I tell you the method of meditation. And most of the people are in confusion. Sir, which kind of meditation is good? It's Baba Ramdev's, Ravi Shankar Guruji, Sadhguru, many organizations. Ishwari Vishwavidyalaya, Raj Yoga, Kriya Yoga, Lingayat religions, Shiva Yoga, all are similar. Method is different. Methodology is different. The purpose of all spiritual centers are similar things they are doing. There is no much difference in everything. All are talking about the technology of breathing. Even Patriji's organization is also there, because you are all from various parts of India. Tamil Nadu, Sadhguru is there. In Andhra Pradesh, Patriji is there. In Karnataka, Art of Living is here. In northern India, there are full of spiritual centers throughout India. So, India is the only country where more spiritual things are discussed. I'll tell you, you will not find single spiritual center in the world. Nowhere in the world. Buddhism is from India, Jainism is from India, Hinduism from India, Lingayatism is from India. All these isms are from India, which are related directly to spiritualism. It is all borrowed. Even ISKCON is a basic concept from India and spread all over America. To know the importance of dance, meditation, even Osho, one of the most remarkable souls, I tell you. Osho is the most essential and important monk who shook the American governance. He shook the American governance. American president was afraid of the influence of Osho, Rajneesh. He put a lot of scandals on him. Sex scandals, drug scandals. All scandals he tried to pour on him, but it's absolutely wrong. He seriously questioned the blind beliefs in the name of religion. How religious organizations tries to impose all negative things in the life. So for this matter, his Dhyana Sutra is also one of the most important books I have ever read. So now I am telling what kind of practice you should do in the morning. So after 1 hour's walk, brisk walk, you have to sit very silently. Now it is the time to listen very seriously. Time to listen what? The music of your breath, music of your breathing. You should go very seriously. You have to watch where your breath goes, how deep it is, whether it reaches throat, chest, or to the depth of lungs. And you should thank the heart which beats continuously for the sake of you 24 into 7. And now your duty is to supply an oxygen temporarily to this heart. It doesn't mean that you are very powerful. Heart runs because of the oxygen which we provide to your heart. It doesn't mean that you are the capable person, you are providing on oxygen to lungs. No, but it is a method of practicing meditation. So don't be in confusion. Don't make window shopping in this regard. We have a very bad habit going to some organization and being with that for a long time, and going to another organization and trying to find again the religious suggestions. The basic technique is, the importance of meditation is playing with your breathing, playing with your breath, watching your breath, the technique of supplying oxygen to your breath. So, when I was taught Kriya Yoga, the technique of Kriya Yoga is to watch the breathing technology. Even then, in Osho Center, I had called so many techniques. Even the basic technique, which is by this our ancient monks who trained us to all a kind of technical things. So now let us watch. Whenever you understand that breathing technology, and whatever the religion should not be barricade for your this spiritual practice. Omkara is an essential mantra. Mantras are questions, and as a saying, mantra will not give you a fruit. Mantrakke mavinkai udrodilla. Whether fruit will fall or not, there will be enlightenment in your mind. Mantra has its own capacity. Mantra cannot become. Mantra means chanting something, saying something continuously, saying something to focus on the concentration. Even man is afraid of two things. One is ill health, second one is death. Whenever you threat a man with ill health and death, he will obey you. That is the reason where there is a strong meditation lies. Strong meditation is there with driving and with drivers. I don't say you are also drive. Every time the time comes to us, drive. Whether you drive bicycle, motorbike, car, huge vehicles, heavy buses, whatever it might be, whenever you become driver, you become very alert. If you misuse the driving, you kill yourself and you kill others. If you are if you are driving a bike, you die yourself, take one life. If you are driving bike with your friend, you will kill two lives. If you are driving a car, you are killing 5 lives. If you are driving a bus, you are killing 50 lives. If you are driving as a pilot the flight, you will kill hundreds of souls. So, driving is that is the reason we call it as a driving force. Technically, driving force can be derived in a different way, but this is very, very important that man is very much focused while having a driving in his life. So, driving is the first most important, the strong meditation everyday man practices. But same force, same kind of thing will not be continued afterwards. Whenever he comes down, gets down, he will forget and he will be busy. Same focus you will not find with rest of your works. Continuous concentration. If you forget a few seconds, accidents take place. That is the reason driving is the first force. So while in the morning, whenever you want to chant Omkara, just whatever you have to do, you have to close your eyes. Just let us practice for 1 minute how it should be. So you should sit straight and think yourself that close your eyes and watch your inner organs like the vocal cord, heartbeat, function of lungs, then watch your breathing. But whenever you want to do this technology, you are disturbed. Some force, your conscious mind puts a question. You are obeying him. You are a fool. You are an educated, highly qualified. Why should you obey a man who tells you something? Don't be hypnotized by him. This kind of hypnotism will spoil your independent thinking. So these are all questions are attacking in your mind and soul. In audio. It is there. My voice is slow. Can you hear me? It's shaking. Shamilingappa sir, is there any problem with my voice?
Sir, actually, it is a bit oscillating.
Let me try, but it's clear. Okay, thank you.
It's clear, it's oscillating, sir.
Then watch yourself very seriously and put some questions. So, Omkara, what kind of Omkara you should chant? Omkara of two kinds. One is Brahmari or Nada Brahma we call. That Brahmari, Omkara loudly, at least minimum 3 times. Like, not without opening your mouth, you can practice. This is one of the methods which will tell you how much time you spent and length you use. This is very important. If you are capable of 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, you have to increase your capability of having this chant. Then, whenever you increase this time, I can say, we ask immediate question, sir, 5 minutes is enough, 10 minutes is enough. See, we are ready to spend hours together with our Facebook and WhatsApp, but we are asking so many questions whenever the matter comes to spend time with our meditation. This is our problem. So, it all depends upon the taste which you increase. Gradually, you will increase this strength in a natural form. So, now, after this, you just, or else you sit for 1 hour without any task, without any assignment, without any disturbance. Just you try to practice it very seriously and to know what is that subconscious mind. You go on giving lot of suggestions and plan your day-to-day life. Plan your classes. Plan your projects. Plan your mindset. So that giving an auto suggestion itself is a meditation. You go and think continuously on one particular topic. Don't shift from here. Now first you are thinking about your syllabus. Suddenly you are thinking about your head of the institution. Suddenly thinking of your friend. And the problem of wealth. No, don't shift and jump like that. You focus while driving. How do you concentrate on road? In the same manner, you have to practice on continuously the thought process which you are thinking. And I gave the example of Buddha last time. In 2500 years, the thought process was little bit slow. Comparatively ancient days, people used to think very, very less because there was no rush, there was no stress. For example, life of farmer is very simple. He thinks of his soil, he thinks of his seed, he thinks of his animals. He has limited world of him and he lives very happy life. No blood pressure, no diabetics, no oxygen supply, nothing. He focuses only of rains, he plays with nature. He has less pressure. Whereas we, the educated and working with modern time, have a lot of pressures on us. Personal, professional, social, conflict of name, fame, money. These are all unhealthy illusions which impact in a very bad situation on our health. We try to gain the positions. We want recognition. People should recognize us. Our greatest chill is that if I am a good teacher, immediate reaction I want. I want immediate feedback and I want immediate reactions from others. I will be upset in the evening because I did not get any appreciation. That is the reason America has creating a lot of appreciation technologies. So you have to appreciate, you have to smile, you have to thank, you have to say yes, oh very nice. This is all artificial. When someone says good morning, very glad to meet you without being very glad. He is not happy about your meeting, but it is a formality. Good morning, sir. We express very artificial smile on our face, but the person who receives that smile knows that I have wished him, I have saluted him in an artificial manner. Even in that artificial also we are trying to satisfy. Oh, he has wished at least, he has told me sir. Some people are very much misled not using the word sir. But whereas in America and Europe, it is an insult to call a person to sir. If someone says me Sidhu sir, it is insult for me. If I say hello Sidhu, it is a good indication in USA. Even can you imagine, vice chancellor is called with a name in America. Hi John, hi Joseph, hi Henry. Is it possible in an institution? If you call your principal as a high principal, your increment will be deducted. No leave will be sanctioned. No increment is given. The target, you are targeted that because you are not spoken properly. You don't have the manners of talking. But there is an unseen connection between two souls. If I say something, you can at least have the capacity to understand whether I am talking it sincerely. I am talking it from the heart of my, bottom of my heart, or from my lips, or from my tongue. By knowingly having this capacity also, we are expecting so many unhealthy things in our life. So whenever you chant yourself continuously, think something, and now consciously you watch your subconscious mind, which is like a very plain, innocent, obedient servant of you, which is waiting for some suggestions. So that is the reason it is very, very dangerous. You may give any kind of worst suggestions to your conscious mind. Don't give any negative suggestions to your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is like a robot created by you. It will just accept your suggestion and act. You might have seen in Rajnikant's movie. Same thing. That movie is the reflection of the ability of your subconscious mind. For example, you will start your day after getting ready, trim, and you get trim and yourself, and you will sit in the car. Suddenly, you give a negative suggestion to your subconscious mind. Today, I may meet an accident. It's horrible. Your subconscious mind is very strong. Definitely, it disturbs you. It allows you to have an accident. Very, very true. You test it. I will challenge you. And you prepare everything very nicely, confidentially, very strongly. And if you want to enter a classroom, while entering something, you give a wrong suggestions to your subconscious mind. Today, I may not be very, very successful in my delivery of class. It's collapsed. Whenever you enter the classroom, the hindrance, the setback begins from the beginning, and you will fail. So you have to manage your subconscious mind like a robot, and you have to speak continuously with that. You have to drag and say, you have to drag and say. Whenever you feel to say some negative suggestions, give those negative suggestions to your conscious mind. Never give any negative suggestions to your subconscious mind, because totally your sincere, it is your sincere servant. It is blank, it is always watching, even in dreams also, even in the sleep also. See, we are having a lot of discussion and practice on dreams. you will have a dream which is always something strongly acting in your subconscious mind. You forget of unconscious mind. You think of only subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is a platform to have your performance. And whenever you start any activity, you watch yourself and think something that is called as mind mapping. There is a platform in your teaching hall. If there is a platform or podium in your classroom, stage I can say, whenever you walk and while teaching you come front, students will worry, oh, our sir may fall down. But whenever, even in emotional teaching also, you go there and suddenly you come back. You will never fall at all. There is no example of falling in the classroom, teacher falling from the podium, because while getting up, while going on the dais, he watches very seriously and gives his subconscious mind, this is the limit. This is the limit of this stage, so I should not cross. He comes very fastly. Some of the teachers are making a lot of body languages, this, that, and suddenly they come and stop. Students are with a big relief. Oh, our sir did not fall. But of course, sometimes they expect you to fall also. But what is the reason? And very while driving, you are talking something over mobile phone. But suddenly, if something comes, a speed breaker, you will put a brake. If it is your everyday travel, you will understand where are the speed breakers are there. Suddenly, our subconscious mind works immediately and prevents an accident. So, this auto suggestion is required every time, every moment. Morning 1 hour, you have to strengthen it like giving an artificial oxygen. You should strengthen your mind. Strongly, you have to suggest that I should not do bad in my life. I should not get angry. Even anger management. Anger management is also one of the most important techniques in the modern time. Sometimes we get angry on only few selected people, not on all. Why you repeatedly get angry on selected people? That is the mistake of your subconscious mind. Already you have given suggestion that he is a person who always disturbs me. He is a person who always hurts me. He is a person who always an hurdle for my all growth. It is a what we can call biased, prejudiced. You are prejudiced about something. So when you are prejudiced about something, even you can even your prejudice will affect on others without explaining it, without expressing it. It affects others. It affects others very seriously. No need to tell. Shamalingappa, I dislike you. No need to tell that I dislike you. If I sit in front of you, you feel that why this man dislikes me unnecessarily? For no reason. I have not done any mistake. That why he mistakes me? Because that communicates immediately if a strong suggestion is given to your subconscious mind. So then the question comes, what is this subconscious mind? Subconscious mind is your soul. Subconscious mind is your energy. Now I request Shambhalingappa sir and his team to bring a first slide of mine which tells your subconscious mind controls all the vital processes of your body and knows the answer to all problems. Is it appearing? First slide is appearing. Okay. Now I told almost technique. Then it is not one day's discussion. You have to practice every day. Now, first you should give suggestions to your subconscious mind to
Slide is
activate
not
your
appearing.
body.
Slide is not appearing.
Later you can develop it in a different aspects and in a very serious manner. First and foremost, your subconscious mind controls all the vital processes, which you should very seriously remember, your body, and knows the answers to all problems. It's very, very important. It knows the problems to all your problems. But what we do, we go and ask your friends. Slides not appearing. I request Shambhalingappa sir to put a first slide. Sorry, I am very poor technically. And even I don't have much faith on slides also. That is what I told in the last session. I believe go on talking. I talk with your souls. I talk with your mind. I have the ability to speak with your consciousness. I have the ability to communicate with through your eyes. That is the reason people are telling, look at into someone's eye whenever you speak to them. Eye contact is an essential part in the good, successful communicator. So whenever you are in the classroom, just watch all the students. Watch their eyes, feelings, smiles without any hesitation, with a plainness, without any bias and prejudice. You watch them and they experience that they open their sense and be alert. Oh, teacher is watching me, whether I am interested or not, I should listen to him. So now the first point, you should give this subconscious mind is control of subconscious mind. It controls your body, it controls even your conscious mind also. I gave example of in the classroom and platform. Then second, prior to sleep, turn over a specific request to your subconscious mind. I told in the beginning as a generally 2 times. Don't sleep abruptly. Eat something, whatever you want to do, read something. Don't switch off suddenly. Don't switch off your mind suddenly. Before you will be off, you sit, close your eyes at least for 5 minutes. Glance whole day's activities. That is called as a self-evaluation. Give marks to yourself. What are the negative things you did? What are the positive things you did? It's not wrong that you did negative things. It is inevitable. In the professional life, you have to tell lie. While giving casually what you write, tomorrow I am unable to attend as I have to attend personal work. No, I am not feeling well. I am suffering from cold and cough. There is no reason that people never suffer in advance. How can I say that tomorrow I may suffer with cold and cough? But we maintain the formality that and we write, I need a personal leave for I leave casual leave for my personal work is enough. One sentence is enough. But in a formalities India, it is not accepted. He should need a strong reason why I am unable to come tomorrow. So, you sit very seriously, glance yourself, self-evaluation. Self-evaluation is very important. There is no worry of rank, hindrance, criticism, service record, nothing. Your service record is your subconscious mind. Your service record is your conscious mind. So, prior to sleep, turn over a specific request. The first request is to prove yourself honest, which is very difficult. I tell these are all bullshit we may feel. Telling about honesty, non-corruption. No. You be corrupt. You be nonsense. Think badly. But that should be known to you and you should be conscious about all your acts. You can hide everything. If you are corrupt, you can hide your corruption. If you are a loose character, you can hide it also. If you are a hypocrite, you can hide it also. But you cannot hide it from your subconscious mind, which is called as conscience. Manasakshi. Conscience. Now you are talking and you are suggesting your subconscious mind that your subconscious mind is your manasakshi. Your subconscious mind will give the good results. As I told in the beginning, you imagine some God and give all submissions to him. God, today I felt to do nonsense. Don't be dishonest to your God, which you imagine yourself. I told in the beginning, you should certainly have a faith, as I mentioned in the person's story, who appeared and took on his shoulder. God will definitely help you when you are totally surrendered, totally helpless, totally surrendered and total helplessness, total dedication, total determination, total devotion is very essential in the spiritual world. You be spiritual. You be spiritual to yourself, not for others. Your spiritualism is not show off, going to temple in a car, taking a garland and big coconut, nothing, it's all a show off. But dedication comes when you are totally nude, naked, not physically naked, the mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you should be naked. You know why people go with a bare body to the temple? God is not an income tax, he will not go for an income tax raid. He doesn't inform the income tax officer that you are wearing gold and richness. The importance is submissiveness, surrenderness, submissiveness. You should submit yourself. Man will be more submissive while doing sex. It's very, very open that man is very nude physically, mentally while doing sex. At the same time, prayer is also a second higher stage of sex. The word sex might appear as a vulgar. Word sex might appear like a dishonesty. But what is the meaning of sex? Being yourself open, being yourself very clean, being yourself very transparent. So prayer tonight, you should suggest your subconscious mind, you have to list out. No need to take much time, in few seconds. Every day that discussion is going on. 1 second is divided by 24 frames. So 1 second is equivalent to 24 times. So in 10 seconds, you can equally share n number of your ideas and thoughts. Then when all this prove its miracle working power to yourself, you will reduce. You naturally, you don't want to score less marks in the life. You feel to reduce mistakes. Oh, I could have not done this with my friend today. I did not purposely tell my special thank to Shambalingappa. I had some envy on him. I had some jealous on him. He is doing very good act and he is doing very good job. At least I could have thanked him. So tomorrow, when you suggest your subconscious mind, you feel very next day, you will go to Shambalingappa's chamber and thank him. Shambalingappa, you are doing very good thing with the AICT. So you feel big relief. But you never feel to congratulate or thank him unless you suggest your subconscious mind in the prayer night. You have to list out and give. Then that miracle. The word miracle is used in the science. The word miracle is used in the psychology. Miracle means very unexpected thrill which you get in your life. Suddenly unexpected thrill you will get. All of a sudden, the Americans believe in such kind of. America is one of the noble states in the world in the business field because they have accomplished all the techniques of marketing. We are very, very poor in our marketing because we are having a self-predicted ego in our mind. We have a lot of reservations about personalities. We have a lot of reservations about thoughts. We have a lot of reservations about ideology. That reservation should go gradually. That whenever you become a spiritual person, the brightness will increase in your eyes. The brightness will come to your eyes, that your eyes will start talking. So if you increase, I told 3 times, no put condition, 5 times chanting, 10 times chanting, half an hour chanting, 1 hour chanting, sometimes whole day chanting. ಶರಣರು ನಿದ್ದೆಗೈದಡೆ ಶಿವರಾತ್ರಿ ಕಾಣಿರೋ. The sleep of Sharana, sleep of a spiritual person is Shivaratri. Shivaratri doesn't come every year. You can make Shivaratri every night, every moment. So this technology you should apply. Your early in the morning, your late night is very essential. And don't put lot of pressure on your thoughts. If you incomplete any work on the day, if you are helpless to complete it, don't worry. And when you become totally helpless, surrender the God and say him that please find me a way or solution to come out of it. Then you imagine, see here very in subconscious mind, you strengthen your sense of imagination. You imagine that God appears in front of you and tells, don't worry, I will solve this problem tomorrow. If you tell yourself, you will not be happy and satisfied. When some force appears in front of you and tells that, don't worry, I will solve this problem tomorrow. This is called as artificial imagination technique. You have to create, and same image you create. One day Rama, one day Krishna, one day Shiva, one day Anjaneya, one day Ishtalingu, one day Ishwaralingu. No. Constantly, continuously you have a similar figure in your mind which will give a consolation. Not certain, not definite. Definitely you will be recovered. Definitely things will be alright. But at least you can spend one night without pressure, because you keep on his shoulder. You keep burden on the shoulder of God and relaxed, and you will sleep. Transformation of pressure on others. You kept transformation on others. One day my friend was joking. He was traveling in the flight. He had the fear of flight journey, but he was quite uncomfortable. He wanted to transfer his tension to others, and he told his co-passenger, "Sir, this flight has some technical problem, and both the pilots are very new, so I am worried whether we will reach it safely or not." Then his tension has been transferred to his co-passenger. He was shocked. Is it? How do you know? Just someone told me while entering the flight. Then what this guy told? He has transformed the tension and slept very seriously, snoringly in the flight. The whole tension has been transformed to the co-passenger. He did not sleep. He was unrest. He was typing something. He was watching something as if it is in your hand. He could control the flight. Nothing doing. This is a mischievous technology of man, but don't be very mischievous in such kind of transformation. Be very authentic to transform your problems on somebody else. And we have a habit of going to people who are in the hospital. If, for example, a left hand is broken and hospitalized, you go with your nonsense pound of bread, which is almost old and useless, and talk so many things. Your purpose of visiting the hospital is to console him, give some moral energy. But what will do? Arey, you are very lucky fellow. At least your left has broken. If it have been right, it's very dangerous. What happened, you know? Last time my friend had made a mistake of breaking his right hand. He suffered very much. You are very lucky. Is it the way of talking? Is it the way of communicating? You be careful, because only your hand might have not broken. Tomorrow you better to have a CT scan whether head has injured or not, because you appear something, you are talking something nonsense. So we are trying to transform tensions. We are trying to transform disturbance. We are trying to transform nonsense. That is the reason there is a system. People should not go to hospital in America. They should, in European continents, they should go and give the fruits and issue speedy recovery is the enough word. But whereas in India, we have n number of stories, tension creating stories. You be careful. You see so many, you are giving a lot of dead examples, death cases, lot of irritating stories. No privacy, no tension, everything is a disturbed one. So even while going also, whenever you want to meet some VIPs, you should prepare yourself. What are the positive suggestions you should give to your mind? Whether you have to appreciate yourself or you have to appreciate the person to whom you want to meet. We don't have sense. We go on telling about ourselves. Sir, I just now I came to your office, is enough. Sir, I came with my BMW car, sir. VIP doesn't want your BMW car. He doesn't want to know how you have come this office. Simply, sir, it's a pleasure of meeting you. Even irrelevant, unnecessary, unwanted, unethical things we speak. Roundabout. Don't come to matter immediately. We are not clear, we are not giving any clear picture. This is all because of untrained, nonsense, subconscious mind. Whatever you do, before you start something, at least give 1 minute. Give 1 minute chance to your subconscious mind to design something. Have a framework. Give 1 minute time and suggest. So now I am meeting NVIP. What are the things I should produce? Just imagine how pleasant your behavior should be. Then you do. Don't start anything without giving a mind mapping. Don't start any task without giving a mind mapping. See, I have prepared so many points, I have prepared slides, but it's of no use if I come with mind mapping and sit over here. If I bother about only technology, whether slide is presented or not, I am appearing clearly or not, audible audience are not listening to me or not, and why they are in a drowsy mode, why they are not showing interest. Don't worry. You be yourself very frank. It will be decided. If it is good, it is accepted. If it is bad, it is rejected. As I told you in the previous sessions, expectation is the biggest enemy of a man. Why do you expect? Why do you want appreciation? It pops up like some other times. Today's session may impact you after 4 months. Today's points might be remembered after 1 year. Today's points will click you when you are in the problem. Today's points may help you when you are on the bed, when you are in the hospital, when you are in a negative mood, when you are in a pathetic mood. So, there is a statement that Gana, Snana, Dhyana may help you not at the time of performing. It may help you some other times. It's called as a pop-up. It may pop up some other time. Don't worry. Don't be very hurried to see the things in such a negative manner. You wait at least. But every moment, whenever you start your movement, close your eyes, at least few seconds, hardly 1 minute. If it is more than 10 minutes, it's well and good. Even if you want to face an interview, you want to attend a class, even to students also. They should give some strong suggestions to their subconscious mind that today I am listening very carefully. You have all gathered here at early in the morning, haribari, and sitting here with lot of expectations. Oh, why I have to attend these sessions? What these things? All fellows are telling the same thing. Since 4 days, the same story is repeated. I don't know whether it is applicable for me or what's the hell he knows. He doesn't have any personal problems. He has no any ethics in his life, and he talks me something. This is our problem. We have to achieve something. AICT makes it is compulsory. We will have to switch on and go, and we have to do some other activities. So such kind of clumsy thoughts flow in your mind. You are abundantly suffering with such kind of negative things. Just be prepared. Spend time. If it is a good, if it will help you. If it's a bad, it neglect it. Just Hamsa Kshira is enough. So, the next point is, whatever you may impress on your subconscious mind is expressed on the screen of space as conditions. There is a screen of space. Subconscious mind is like a movie. Subconscious mind is like a film. And you give some input to that. And you will have to watch as a third person. Whether my subconscious mind works properly or not. Experiences and events. Imagine some experiences and events. For example, you are attending a function. Imagine that there will be a good crowd, not in numbers, in the class quality, and you imagine that you are sitting on the dais, coming to the podium and talking to something, and people will express their good reactions and you feel pleasant. So this kind of picturization is very, very important. This kind of imagination is very, very important when you present something. It may be vice versa also. Sometimes it may be reverse also. No audience, impatient listeners, whatever it might be. At least you will not be disturbed before you go on the podium, before on the dais. Therefore, you should carefully watch all ideas and thoughts entertained in your conscious mind. So always I tell you. Again, your conscious mind tells, hey, no, it's of no use. Don't attend. It's a negative suggestion from your conscious mind. You forcefully give some suggestions to your subconscious mind that no, your conscious mind is wrong. Definitely, program would be fruitful, useful. It will help me. It pops up in some other time, at least in some important aspect. No, you go on giving such kind of suggestions to your mind, that with the help of your imagination. With the help of imagination, you do that. Then see, watch your thoughts. There would be wonderful. Then entertain your conscious mind. They will be wonderful. The law of action and reaction is universal, as you know. But this your thought is action, and the reaction is the automatic response of your subconscious mind to your thought. Then watch thoughts, because you know you give some suggestions to your subconscious mind, and you will have to see that whether it gives the results or not. Okay, I have given a lot of subconscious suggestions to subconscious mind, whether it automatically responds or not, as I told, in a miraculous way. Avoiding accident, avoiding bad experiences with the people, and you every time you have a bad experience with your head of the institution. Whenever you go there, he has some prejudiced mind about you, prejudiced mentality on you, biased on you, and every time he abuses. One day, you give a subconscious mind, today, my HOD, my head of the institution, definitely receive me with a peaceful manner, which is never possible, which is highly impossible. But imagine that HOD, head of the institution, is smiling at you, and he receives you with a good morning and with a warm smile, and create a connectivity between the soul connection between him, and enter into the chamber. Definitely, he feels you will find a tremendous results. Not at to the expectation, you will reach 50% of our expectations. There is some change. At least he did not, at least he doesn't smile. He stops his abuses. He stops his bad reaction. Then you feel. Again you experimented. Again it experimented. See, watch your thoughts. You please experiment with the people who are negative to you. The people who are not so positive to you. You experiment yourself. So now in between we shall have some question answer sessions, because what happens, you know, when lot of things are given, you go on your mind, you are framing some questions in your mind, while ending the session we will be in a confusion, in a hurry, and we did not get a chance, you don't get a chance to express it. Please let us have some interaction, and I will continue. Shambhalingappa sir, any questions? Of course, I have some points to deal and discuss. I have time also, I think. Hello? I am not listening to you, the participants.
Sir, I have one question. Hello? Sir, this is Aradhya. I have one question.
Whether soul and mind are the same? Good question. Mind is a biological one. It's a technical one, mind. Soul is unseen. You can open your head and take the mind out. What I can say, brain. Brain is a physical. Mind is an unseen activity. Soul is a stronger one. There is a discussion between soul and mind. So they are the same but different in their activities. Mind is active, soul is a passive. Okay.
Sir, I have one question.
And do you feel that you are comfortable in understanding the power of subconscious mind? Do you know the importance of involvement? Difference between heart and soul? Definitely. Heart supports your soul to activate. If heart stops its functioning, there is no question of soul at all. You are a dead body. I have a name called Sidhu. If my heart stops functioning, I am called as body. Sidhu's body will come. Sidhu's body will go. The strength of your life is there in the heart. Yes. Consciously, early morning, deep sleeping. Okay, that's good. You wake up early in the morning, give some positive suggestions to your mind, you feel more relaxed and you will have a better sleep. Good listener sometimes fails to communicate, impossible. If you are definitely a good listener, definitely will communicate. See, I give you a small example. Whenever you go outside by locking your room or home, office, something, you have to focus yourself for a second whether I am locked it or not. But half of the way you start getting confusion whether I was locked it properly or not. Neither you come back nor be comfortable throughout the day. You will be worried about only locking system of your door. But while performing, once you do very seriously, just for a second, not for a long time, just for a second, in that second your mind works like a monkey and runs away. That monkey will disturb you for your whole day's consciousness. So you should be very alert. I can say power of subconscious mind is nothing but empowering all five senses. If you want to strengthen your ear, close your eyes. What that is the reason why we tell close your eyes. Closing your eyes will reduce the biggest disturbance. Eyes are very mischievous, you feel to see here and there. Even while in the class also, if you close your eyes, your hearing will be very strong. That will be very strong. That is the reason blind persons are very alert. Once a blind man was carrying lamp in his hand. A opponent person asked, how fool you are? You are a blind, you can't see anything. Why do you carry lamp in your hand? He told, I am carrying lamp not for myself, for a person like you who could see, because you will hit me without knowingly. That is the reason I am holding a lamp not to hit me. This is a reality, this is a hard fact. We are all blinds with eyes. We have eyesight, we have no insight. You should have insight. Insight means whenever someone speaks you should understand why he speaks, what is the purpose behind speaking such tone. You should understand not the sound. You should understand the sense behind the sound. Hello has so many reasons. Hello shows your intention of your mind. Hello shows the depth of your mind. All frustration is due to unfulfilled desires. Fifth slide, or else 6 in the number. All frustration is due to unfulfilled desires. We are unhappy because we have so many desires to fulfill. It is not true that it is not good that you should have so many desires in your life. Like a breathing. Our life is a package of breathing. If you breathe fast, you lose your package. Like spending more money without reason. Likewise, so many desire is also a curse to a man. Don't have much limit your desires. Limit your desires in a day. Limit your works in a day. Limit your food habit. But in Hatha Yoga, one question is there. Please, can you repeat it? Hatha Yoga. You know, have you heard the story of Allama? Allama has the strong Hatha Yogi who had command not only on his physique. People thought that having a strength to physique is a yoga. But Allama proved that you can dilute this body. Early morning deep sleeping is a disturb. No, it's not disturbance. You can have something. I told you, you have to encash. You have to utilize everything properly. So, If you dwell on obstacles, likewise, when you wake up, if your mind gets disturbed, it starts thinking negatively, you immediately leave the bed and get up. Don't allow your bed to, your mind to go in a negative side like vulgarity, sex, unwanted things, envy, negative thoughts, all, and delays and difficulties. Your subconscious mind responds to accordingly, and you are blocking your own good, which is the preferable. Yes, preferable. Huh? Namaz. Of course, namaz is not, watching once again, sitting silent, bending yourself, and watching your breath. That is also good technology, and we can't differentiate. So, people suggest to talk while walking. No, wrong. Absolutely wrong. Why do you talk? Because your talk depends. Content of your talk also affects. For example, I tell you as a joke. Morning people come walking. Oh, hello, you have also started walking. I think you are suffering from diabetes because I have not seen you all these days, you know. Now you disappeared. See how negative it is. He comments on your walk that you started walking because of the diabetics, and which you want to try to hide it. No, I have diabetics. Or else, oh, sir, I have diabetic. What about your blood sugar? What about your diabetics? So, what is the purpose of walking? Purpose of walking is to increase your strength, increase your isolation, increase your silence. No, don't talk. Don't talk. Just smile and go. Smile and go. Smile is the biggest language. No need to speak with your co-walkers. Don't go with anybody else. Walk lonely. And you limit yourself with your known souls, I can say. You have to limit your inner circle. Don't share your all feelings with so many fellows. It's a big nasty. Your family doctor is enough to talk about your health. Your God is enough to speak about your spiritual thoughts. Your guru is enough to share your problems, who could solve without any expectation. You talk to people who will react you without any expectation. You greet the people who expects the greetings, but you have to share your personal feelings, who could judge you properly and who doesn't give only appreciation. Don't sit the people who will appreciate you unnecessarily and continuously. Continuously and unnecessarily. Okay, the life principle will flow through you rhythmically and harmoniously if you consciously affirm. I have not used this word affirmation. Affirmation is telling yourself like a monologue in the drama. In drama or in cinema, a character speaks alone. If you start speaking alone, you appear like a mad. If you talk yourself loudly, you appear like a mad. But that is the intellectual method of a mind. You have to give auto suggestions sometimes loudly whenever you are alone. Stand in front of a mirror and give some big suggestions loudly to yourself. It should not be seen by others because it appears ridiculous and mad. Even your wife will be afraid of it. Hey, this fellow talks to himself. He has become mad, and she will approach some godly persons and find some lemon or something treatment for you. So, what is that affirmation? Methods of giving affirmation is very interesting. I believe that the subconscious power which gave me the desire is now fulfilling it through me. Yes, now I will not ask anybody. I will ask yourself is the mantra which my guru told me. I asked, sir, I feel somewhat uncomfortable. Ask yourself. I felt mockery. Why this guru tells me repeatedly same thing? Ask yourself, ask yourself. If I am capable of asking myself, why should I approach guru? That is the way of strictly telling. Ask yourself, why I am doing? Why I am uncomfortable? Why I am greedy? Ask yourself. Ask yourself repeatedly, you will find answer. See, there's a lot of pandemics. For the first time in the universe, we are facing this pandemic. Earlier, some pandemics were restricted to some nations. Now, this corona pandemic is related to the whole world. All are asking same questions but not getting the answer properly. The reason is that similar thing. Manage ourselves with when we will with our negativity. If you have more negativity, you have to give more positive suggestions to your subconscious. You have to work hard. For example, if you are very obese, you have to walk more. If you are very thin, you have to eat more. So it is an inevitable condition. If your thought process is very negative, you give repeated suggestions to your affirmations to your subconscious mind. I should not be negative. I should not get angry. Anger management is also very interesting subject. That is sometimes a different topic. I will manage when time comes with me. You can interfere with the normal rhythm of your heart. This is very important now I am telling. We are at the verge of end of the session. Lungs and other organs by worry, anxiety and fear. If you are always worrying, it is a burden to your heart. If you are always with anxiety, it's a burden to lungs. If you are shouting unnecessarily for no reason, it is a burden to your vocal cord. See, you can practice singing for hours together. It strengthens your vocal cord. If you speak humbly with your friends, it will support your vocal cord. But if you are yelling, there is a word in English, American English, yelling shoutly is very unhealthy. So, feed your subconscious with the thoughts of harmony. I will be healthy. I should be healthy. Of course, there is diabetics. There is a blood pressure. There is a corona. There is a heart problem. But which is not in my control. So, which is not in my control, why should you lose your happiness? Why you are losing your immortal happiness for the cause of mortal obstacles, temporary obstacles? So, all the functions of your body will become normal again. If I am suffering, if I sleep on the bed, I go on sleeping and thinking the same thing. So, you have to come out. You have to leave that place immediately. You have to leave that place and think yourself. You have to change yourself. See, there is a limitation to body. Body has the limitation. But mind is unlimited. Subconscious mind is unlimited strength. No limitation at all. You can use it very strongly. And 9th slide. Keep your conscious mind busy with the expectations of the best. See, I told you always the dangerous thing is our conscious mind. Conscious mind always attention seeker. People should watch you. People should appreciate you. Money should come to you. Your pay scale should be increased. Appreciation should be increased. Name should appear in the paper. You should read it and you should send it. And you are bothered about the comments of the people in your Facebook. See, conscious mind is always worrying. But subconscious mind should be very plain, very interesting, very normal. Keep your conscious mind and subconscious will faithfully reproduce. There is always fight between conscious mind and subconscious mind. Some conscious mind is very intelligent, subconscious mind is very innocent. The fight between good and evil is always there. You have to manage, you have to face very seriously how you could manage your subconscious mind. So, conscious mind is not in your control. It is like a tiger which tries to attack on us. But subconscious mind is in your control. Like your own field, you can sow the seed and accordingly, if you have a mango, if you sow a mango, you will get a mango tree. If you sow a neem, you will find a neem tree. Not by sowing the neem, you cannot find a mango. It gives the result. Imagine the happy ending or solution to your problems. One more thing I tell you. Some unhappiness are unavoidable. Our unhappiness and ill health is not by our mistake. It is not by our mistake. It happens on its own. It comes to us on its own. So, though we are not responsible, we will have that unhappiness. So, how to avoid that unhappiness? I have tried to give judgment to if I'm comfortable, because I try to cover up so many things. And now, once again, I will tell you the technique of meditation. So you practice which suits you. Very easy thing, I tell you, for any religion, people of any religion. Omkara, by closing your mouth, will enhance your skill of energy of your brain, because we are all teachers. We are not working physically. Our work is related to mind. Our work is related to brain. Our work is related to heart. Our work is related to lungs. So, to empower and enhance for every now and then, like how my Islam friends go for 5 times namaz, it's good. Similarly, you should increase your prayer. Don't say that your prayer should be only in the morning, only after bath. Every break. If while going class, you have a meditation, take a deep breath. Before you enter into the classroom, do this Nada Brahma or Brahmari 5 times. 5 times while going to the class, and go to the class peacefully. And when you come back, drink one glass of water, sit lonely. Our teachers have bad habit. After coming from class, having smoking, shouting, washing the face, drinking tea. No. Even if you are a smoker, you can smoke. I can't guide that. But before that, you have to sit very seriously and give again 10 times Omkara or Nada Brahma. Very seriously, like for example, I spoke continuously almost. I started at 9:30. What's the time I have taken? 9:30, 10:30. Okay, almost 90 minutes. Now I'll take a long breath, and one strong technique I use, that is another Brahma. You also do there wherever you are sitting there, and you feel relaxed. Whenever you want to get angry on somebody else, just excuse them and recollect your mind and take a deep breath and go for meditation. Any questions, my dear friends? Paul, it's a nice time to spend a valuable morning with you. I too believe in my subconscious mind. I respect my subconscious mind. I go to imagination with my imaginary God and have a conversation how a person wishes to have a spend time with his lover or beloved. See, that is called as theory of when once Einstein was asked, what is the meaning of theory of relativity? He told theory of relativity not depends on the time we spent. Theory of relativity means the time spent with whom is very important. Then the arts guy, who was not a science guy, demanded Einstein to give a right example to that. Then Einstein told, if you are sitting with your beloved lover in the garden in an hour, you feel you spent only 1 minute. See, if you are sitting in a garden with your lover for 1 hour, you feel that you spent 1 minute. But what is the real time you spent is 1 hour. But if you sit with an unwanted class in 1 hour, you feel that you sat in the class for 10 hours. And he told, same 60 minutes, but relativity. The relativity is different. Sitting with a beautiful girl, sitting with an unwanted class. So life is also so. Life is also relativity. Time never matters with whom you spend. So whenever you feel bored, whenever you feel alone, don't think that you are lonely. You think you are alone. There is a difference between alone and loneliness. You have the prayer, meditation has the capacity to convert loneliness into aloneness. Okay, thank you one and all. Now I hand over my time to Dr. Shambhalingappa, VTU Kalburgi and ASCT, all my intellectual friends who are here to have been listening to me for a long time. Even if you don't ask much questions to me, I don't mind. I delivered a poor thing. You have to ask questions to yourself, find a solution. That's very, very important. Very, very important. See, asking me questions for the sake of question's sake is not important. Such kind of heavy questions should rise in your mind to find some beautiful solutions. I hope I have given the justice to my content. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So we have a question, sir.
Any questions? Of course.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Yadav.
I just will read out the question, sir. It is
Can take
from
this enough?
sir. We have a question from Dr. Ishwarappa. He says early morning
I
sleep.
am not listening to your questions. Anybody is asking? Yes, you can ask.
How about now, sir?
Huh?
Is it audible?
Yeah, you can ask questions.
Yes, sir. This is a question from Dr. Ishwarappa Murundi. He asks, early morning deep sleeping, I am getting disturbed and start thinking about bad experiences that happened yesterday.
I told him, he has to quit. He has to quit bed immediately. He has to quit bed immediately. That is the only solution. We have to sleep until there is a proper sleep. When you don't get the sleep, you have to come out.
Sir, there is a one more interesting question, it seems. So what is the difference between conscious, subconscious and unconscious mind? Can you please explain?
Conscious means now we are in a conscious stage. When you sleep, it is an unconscious stage. We have no control over body and mind. But when you are awakened at the stage, our one more mind is thinking inside. That is called as subconscious mind. three stages: conscious, sleeping is unconscious. When you are awake, something goes in your inner eye thought, that is called as subconscious mind.
So subconscious mind works 24/7, you meant to say.
Pardon?
Sir, subconscious mind works 24/7.
Yes, 24. But when you are awakened, it will be in your control. When you are asleep, it works on its own. But you have to speak it, you have to speak with that repeatedly. Like a baby, you have to nurture it. You have to love it, you have to kiss it, you have to hug it. It's your lovely thing.
Sir, what
Yes.
about dreams, sir? We have a question from our colleague. Dreams are conscious or subconscious?
Dreams are semi conscious, that is not in our control. See, in the dreams are very happening in a small span. We feel we have seen a long dream, but which is not a long one. It's very small. It happens to few seconds, but whenever you wake up, it is for a long time. It just happens. Something irrelevant. You are entering into a railway station and sitting in the bus. But the thing is, your subconscious mind thinks of journey. The purpose of your dream is you are thinking of journey. Okay.
Sir, there is one more question from Dr. Suresh Mane. He's a principal of engineering college in Karwar. He is asking,
Okay.
sir, is there any training programs conducted to reduce negativity from subconscious mind?
Yes, there is a 1 day session. I conduct 1 day session for students, teachers, to remove all your negative thoughts with interactions, with continuous speech and personal counseling. It's a 8 hours package a day. Yes.
I think so. I'm not getting any questions, sir, in the chat box. Sir, I think with this, we have come to an end of the session 1 of day 5 program. I'm thankful. I wholeheartedly thank Sri Sidhu Yapalparvi sir for accepting the invitation. Participants, I would like to share a fact here. In fact, his first session was scheduled in the first day, second session, but uh, he was he was proved positive, corona positive last week, and he said that can I just postpone by 2 days and all because I'm not in a keeping well. I am in hospital. I said don't worry, sir. You just get recover yourself and take these sessions. Later on also we'll accommodate and accordingly we have adjusted his schedule also. Thank you, sir. I think by looking at you, we don't find any sort of virus is present in your body or not in mind. And
It is
if
not
even
in
if it is
my
there,
mind.
it is not there in your mind. If even it is there in your body, I hope and pray that it will just go away within no time. Thank you, sir. I thank all the participants for being a part of this our program. And the next session starts at 11:45 a.m. I request all the participants to be present at least 5 minutes prior to the commencement of the schedule. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Shammalingappa. Your prayer will help me. I will be cured soon. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.